Welcome everyone to this month's new moon reading. This new moon is on the 25th or the 26th, depending on where you are in the world. This new moon is in the sign of Libra. Please remember to watch for your rising sign first, as I'll be talking about the houses that this new moon falls in for each sign. And then watch for your sun and moon signs, just so that you can get a bigger picture. As always, please remember that these are general messages, general readings, and they won't resonate with everyone. Welcome Cancer to your new moon reading for this month of September. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit would like to bring you. So Cancer, this new moon is in Libra, which is the balance and harmony traits. It's ruled by Venus, and it's about love, beauty and the arts. So the way we make our world beautiful, our lives beautiful, what we surround ourselves with. Now if you're a rising sign Cancer, this new moon is happening in your 4th house. 4th house is ruled by the moon, so double moon energy there for you Cancer, and it influences your home, your parents, your past and your roots, where you belong. So let's have a look at what messages well, we have the Emperor and the Empress. Very nice. Very, very nice. I feel like that's really embodying the, and you've got sovereignty. Wow. Wow, Cancer. What I was just going to say is you're really embracing both the essential, the real masculine and feminine energy, you know, what they are and what they represent, the balance of the give and take, of being strong and being gentle, and being sovereign. That's what that is. That's when you embrace your power, you embrace your worth, you see like what you are, like who you are. And you've got rebirth. I'm trying to think, I think Aries had this as well. So watch for your sun, moon and rising, because if you have Cancer as one of those signs and Aries at another, it's both your overall energies is the bat spirit, and that's a rebirth. Very, very powerful, very, very powerful. You've got 3 major arcana. You've got sovereignty and you've got a rebirth is assured. Let's have a look at what this Moonology card is for you. And then I'm going to have to calm myself down, or I'm going to get incredibly tongue-tied for your reading. What do you need to release? Yes, beautiful. Oh my gosh, I've got tingling in my arms. Let's have a look. I'm going to take a few deep breaths. Okay, let's get started. So your overall energy, so if you are a rising sign Cancer, your energy will play out in the 4th house, like I mentioned earlier. If you're a sun or a moon, it's more likely that this is your overall energy. But even if you are a rising sign, this is still your overall energy, if that makes sense. It's just to give more insight. a rebirth is assured. And the number 5. Now the number 5 is all about change. And it can be sudden change, like surprising change. It brings adventure, opportunities, choices and decisions that we have to make. It's those pivot points in our life that send us off on a completely new trajectory. And I feel this rebirth, Cancer, for you is going to impact you in the most incredibly amazing way that I don't even think that we could even imagine. It will have you seeing and understanding things that you just couldn't before. I'm really drawn to how the bats, operate with, actually I don't know if it's called sonar. Is that underwater? I can't think of another word. But you know what I mean. It's like their senses kind of bounce off the walls and come back to them so they know where they're going in the dark. And I feel that's you. I just feel you have so much light within you that even in the dark where your eyes cannot see, you still know the way. I'm looking at this rebirth is assured, but I'm looking at the word assured as in you are so self-assured. You are so sure of yourself. And I'm not saying that in an ego way, in an egotistical way, in a very, I think so highly of myself and everybody else is beneath me. That's not at all the energy that's here. The energy that is here is I know my worth. I don't need to make anybody else believe it. I don't need anybody else to agree with it. I see it. With 3 major arcana, Cancer, it's the universe. This is the universe at hand. And the major arcana for me is the way the universe kind of guides us, or I don't like to say takes control, because that can make people think that we lose our choices, we don't have our own will in it. It's just the universe just takes control. It's not really that, but this is the way the universe steps in for us. This is the way the universe helps us. You have the waning moon. What do you need to release? And I feel, Cancer, that this is just naturally what you're going to be doing. When you step into your sovereignty because of this rebirth, or because you've stepped into your sovereignty, you're going to have a rebirth. You are so clearly going to be able to see what no longer serves you. And because you're coming from this beautiful, beautiful energy, everything that you release will be done with integrity, with love, with compassion and kindness. It's just like the snow falls and then in summertime it melts away. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be really natural. I want to say, Cancer, you really must have been doing a lot of inner work lately. Or when I say lately, I mean the last years. And I feel it's not, I mean, the cards kind of speak this, but this is a message from Spirit. It's you're getting your reward. Everything you have been through, everything you have done has not been for nothing. And the beauty of it is, Cancer, you see that. You don't begrudge anything that you went through, because you know that it was all for something, or to get you to a different place. And I just noticed, look, the Sovereignty card has got a 5 as well. 41 comes to 5. So great change in front of you, Cancer, but I think you're making it happen. The universe is going to bring you surprises, because that's what the 5 is. You know, it's change that is associated with adventure, so we don't always know what's around the corner. But you're standing in your power so sure-footedly, I want to say, with both feet on the ground, that I just keep getting it, bring it. I just keep getting, like you're saying, I'm ready. I'm ready, bring it. I'm so ready. And this power, when we understand our true power, we're gentle, we're graceful, we're kind, we're compassionate. We don't push and pull others. We don't impose ourself, our thoughts, our beliefs onto others. The reason why we step into our power is because suddenly it doesn't matter if others see that power in us or not. It doesn't matter if they believe in what we're doing or not. Other people matter to us because we're all connected, because there's that interconnectedness with all of us. We're all one, we're all interconnected, and that's why we love others, not because they can bring us something or because they agree with us. None of that matters. We are so sure of what we're doing that we no longer even try to understand what others are doing. We understand how unique each of our paths are, and so we let others walk their path. And we can share and we can be open and loving, because there's not this push and pull. There's not, well, I want to go this way, and if you loved me, you'd come this way with me. Or, gosh, I guess if I love that person, I have to go that way with them. No, it's, this is what I need to do. If our paths align, let's walk it together. And if they don't, well, maybe we'll meet down the track. There's a real sense of letting go of any need to control. Letting go of all need to be right. It's beautiful energy because it comes from your heart. True power doesn't come from your mind or your intellect for all that you know, all that you've learned. It comes from your heart, such a deeper place. It doesn't care what another person knows, what another person does, what another person looks like. It's a soul connecting with another soul. And when you are sovereign, when you are in your power, that's what you do. You meet people on a soul-to-soul level, not an ego-to-ego or human-to-human. Though, of course, that will always play a part, because even though we embrace the energy of our soul, and that's very much what you're doing here, Cancer, we are still human, so we're still going to make mistakes, and we're still going to stumble, and there'll be times where we don't say the right thing, or we get angry, or our ego does take over. But you're coming to understand this energy. You're going to glimpse it, you're going to see it, and suddenly it's going to change what you think of yourself, what you think of your journey. And it's going to be profound. You have the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. And it's this sovereignty. The Empress she's abundant. She knows that when she needs something, it will manifest, it will present itself. She doesn't worry. She doesn't believe in lack. She doesn't need things to go according to her plan. She puts out there what she needs and what she wants, and then what she receives, she knows is what she needed. So she's always in that receptive energy. And I feel with your reading, Cancer, with this rebirth, this sovereignty card, you stepping into your power. The Empress is all about birthing new ideas, bringing something, the incubation period, if you like, for those dreams. And I feel like the Empress here saying, the Empress is going to, that's the energy where you dream your dream, and this is regardless of whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter at all, but dream your dream, look after it, visualize it, imagine what it would be like. The wheel's turning, balance is coming. What was will no longer be. And you find yourself on a new journey. This is rebirth at its most major. This is the Wheel of Fortune at its biggest turn, if you like. That's the end of our karmic cycle. And the Emperor is going to bring that idea into the world. The Emperor is the giving energy from the kings, or the kings. It's having enough, knowing enough, being enough that you have, or that extra to then give. The Empress is the being and the receiving, and the Emperor is the doing and the giving. Because he has everything. He has received everything. He has received the knowledge. He has received the abundance. He has received the clarity. And he understands it all. And then he can then manifest that out into the world by then giving to others. Bringing ideas into the world. Bringing support of some kind, being of service. This, and of course it's a general reading, Cancer, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is a huge, huge ending. I'm looking that, you know, it's the 10. The 10 is the completion in the tarot. You've got 2 5s which become a 10. There is so much change on such a big level that your next chapter is not going to look anything like your previous life. Now, of course, this might not be for all of you. For some of you, it might be on a huge, gigantic scale. For others, it might just be a little something in your life that changes but has a profound effect on you. So you need to apply the energies as they resonate. Have a look at your sun and moon signs. So your rising sun and moon sign, and see how all those energies play together, because that'll give you a bit of a timeline of where you are along with your journey. But this is magnificent, Cancer. This is life-changing. And this is, if somebody meets you after this and they could see your past life, they would be like, but that can't be you. And you will look at your past and think, gosh, I feel like that happened in another lifetime. And I feel you might actually find yourself saying that a lot. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Cancer. Magnificent reading. Thank you so much for joining me again. Love and light, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.